Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Taurus, please? Nine of Cups, Pisces energy at the foundation. Taurus, I feel like this is the energy you guys are in right now, or this is the light at the end of the tunnel, the energy that you're moving towards, what you're seeing for yourself on the horizon. This is an energy of material abundance. This is an energy of all your wishes coming true. Now, because of this energy, Taurus, I feel like you guys are dealing with some sort of pushback, some sort of resistance, something having to do with people around you that are making it difficult for you to actually move into this energy. The Taurus collective has moved on from a lot of karmic cycles over the course of the past couple of years, where you guys were just really stuck in these weird family dynamics, friendships, relationships that were not allowing you to grow. They were just really keeping you stagnant. But in saying all this, I feel that these situations were actually being encouraged by the people around you, but they didn't actually say it to you. So what I mean by this is it's people that were purposely keeping you stuck, but then making you feel like you were actually doing something wrong, like you weren't doing enough. But behind the scenes, they were sabotaging you so you couldn't actually move forward. What do we have at the sacral? Let me flip these cards around. What's going on here? Okay. What do we have at the sacral? Wow, goes along perfectly with what I'm getting here. Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. So you've become hip to all of this, Taurus, and now you're moving forward. The energy you guys are encompassing is this magician energy. This is an energy of you now turning all of your visions into reality. It's you really realizing your potential, your power, really taking action in your life, pushing past these karmic cycles and old dynamics that were keeping you stuck, not allowing you to harness this passion and creativity in your life. It's just a very manipulative energy that you guys have moved on from now. It's like an energy of silent sabotage. You always being made to feel like there was something wrong with you, like you weren't doing enough. You weren't this, you weren't that, you didn't have this, you didn't have that. But it's not because you were doing something wrong. It's because these individuals were constantly doing things behind the scene to trip you up energetically. They were keeping you inside this energy. But you didn't actually become aware of this until recently. And you're now starting to see that these individuals you thought had your best interest in mind by proxy, which is telling me that for a lot of you, I feel this was family, were actually your worst enemies the entire time. They wanted you to be in like this very low vibrational Taurus energy, which is an energy that's very lazy. It doesn't do anything. It's always looking for some sort of quick results. It's a very kind of greedy energy, but you're meant for this higher vibration. So it's so interesting, right? The people we think that have our best interest in mind, we're starting to realize more and more that these individuals want to bring out the absolute worst version of us to keep us stuck. Because what happens when you step into your power and you're aligned with your higher self and you become the highest vibration of yourself? People start looking at the individuals that you've left behind in order to do this. So it's a very, very telling energy that you're stepping into now, Taurus. Telling about the energies that once surrounded you. It's like you stepping into your power tells on the people that used to be in your life. You don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is be the best you that you can possibly be. What do we have at the solar plexus? Wow. Ten of Swords, Gemini energy. And thus the cycle ends, Taurus. You step into your power, Nine of Cups energy at the foundation. You can literally go anywhere from the Nine of Cups. It's basically the energy of you arriving to yourself, you showing up for yourself, right? Like, I'm ready, God, I'm ready to go. God's like, good job, Taurus, you made it. We've been waiting for you. And when you do this, it creates these painful rock bottom endings in these individuals' lives. This is the karmic scales of justice now tipping in your favor. These domineering individuals that wanted you to be inferior to them, that wanted you to give up all your power to them and not step into alignment with your higher self, are now hit with karma. What they projected onto you, they now get tenfold, 10 swords in the back, burdened with the demonic energies that they projected onto you in your life, on your path. Okay, let's switch to this new deck that I've started to use. This deck's called Magicians, Martyrs, and Madmen Tarot. This is made by Travis McHenry. He is the creator of the Occult, Heaven and Hell, and Angel Tarot decks, which I use in my bottom row. The links to all of his contact information will be in the description below. I just started using this deck yesterday, so I'm still getting used to it, but it's a really cool deck. It just gives a lot of color to the readings. What do we have at the heart, please? What do we have at the heart? Too many cards. What do we have at the heart? Six of Pentacles, Taurus, that's your energy. When occurs. So Taurus, I'm going to read you an excerpt from the description of the Six of Pentacles and about Wen occurs. It's actually very interesting. Wen came from a wealthy Protestant family in Amsterdam. She became involved in the inoculistic riots against the Catholic Church, a movement which sought to eliminate veneration of sacred statues. At the Oude Kerk in Amsterdam, a priest named Simon Aloysius erected a statue of the Virgin Mary and told girls to leave money and valuables as tokens of veneration at the altar. This money was used to pay the legal fees of priests who had been jailed for persecuting Dutch Protestants. When the inoculistic riots began, Wen joined the angry mob and started destroying statues all around the city. She entered the Oude Kerk and threw her slipper at the same statue of the Virgin Mary, shattering the glass case around it and breaking its foot. For this she was arrested and found guilty of heresy. She was drowned inside a wine barrel in the town square in 1568. This Six of Pentacles stands for presence and giving. It also indicates the need for attention or vigilance. Wen detested the way religious statues were used to collect money from the faithful, and she gave her life trying to bring an end to the practice. What I'm picking up here, Taurus, with this Six of Pentacles is that these individuals have always seen your light. They have always known where you were destined to go. However, rather than support you on your journey, on your path, they chose to go against you. Now, at the very least, they could have just let you be. In most cases, nobody is really expected to support us in our path because sometimes people don't understand where we're going, and that's okay. They don't understand until you get there, and then it makes sense to them, right? A lot of the time, people can't see your visions, especially if you're trying to achieve something great. If they could see those visions, then maybe they would have tried to do that themselves, or somebody else would have achieved that. That's fine. However, what's taken place here are individuals who purposely have gone out of their way to try and put up roadblocks, obstacles. And when you started to stand up for what was right, standing up for your own purpose and life, they did whatever they could to knock you down or try to. They tried to bring out the absolute lowest vibration of you as a means to keep you away from your purpose. This is a very selfish energy that wanted you to struggle, is really what it comes down to, Taurus. What do we have at the throat? Five of Pentacles, the Donner Party. The Donner Party was a group of 87 pioneers who set off from Independence, Missouri in May 1846, traveling to California in search of a better life. The journey was organized by George Donner and James Reed. Travel along the Oregon Trail in the 1800s was extremely dangerous. The party had a series of mishaps which slowed down their journey and drained their supplies. When they arrived in Sierra Nevada mountains, far behind schedule, they wound up stuck in a snowstorm and had to spend the winter on the mountain. When the food ran out, the Donner Party began to starve, and before long, they started eating their dead friends and family out of necessity. Tensions between the families led to multiple murders, and the bodies were eaten as well. Of 87 people, 42 died without reaching California. What I'm getting here, Taurus, is these individuals have been feeding off of your energetic supply for a very, very long time. And now, since you've started to see the truth and you've started to move away, these individuals are feeling energetically destitute. They're starting to feel the repercussions of the energy that they narcissistically plugged into your auric field to drain you of your life force, drain you of your drive. Simply put, Taurus, these individuals were feeding off of you like a vampire in order to stop you from seeing and becoming the best you can possibly be. There's also a warning here for these individuals. These individuals, I feel, became very comfortable, very arrogant, feeding off of you, Taurus, for energetic supply, that I don't even feel that they ever stopped to think, maybe Taurus will wake up to the truth one day. And now these individuals are left having to lie in the bed they made for you. I'm picking up a very dark energy surrounding these individuals, Taurus. I feel the karma for these individuals is going to be so horrendous and so long-lasting that I feel they will be begging to the divine to just end it all for them. It's this kind of energy. This energy they had you in was very, very wicked, Taurus. Very dark. Very demonic. I'm going to switch to another deck that I'm incorporating. This is called the Golden Dawn Temple Tarot deck. This is made by Farrell and Wendrich. This is a very beautiful deck. The link for this deck will also be in the description below. What do we have at the third eye, please? Four of Cups, Cancer energy, Lord of Blended Pleasure. This whole situation is about to end very soon. Some of you are already over the threshold. Some of you are just now entering into this energy of illumination around what was taking place. But typically, these cycles, they do take some time to end, because even after you've been removed or you remove yourself, however it shows up for you, the illumination can last for years. The divine will download more information to you. You'll have all these aha moments. You'll be seeing things that you never saw when you're inside these cycles. So what I'm getting here is you guys are now on the final lap. You're so close to having all this negative energy removed from your auric field. And for you Tauruses who are still inside this energy, this is why you're feeling very dissatisfied with the environment that you're in. The way these changes always begin, you'll have this longing inside of you where you know that there's something out there much better for you. You'll just have this feeling like there's got to be a better way. This can't be it. I'm telling you right now, Taurus, for any of you who are feeling this, and it actually doesn't matter where you are on this timeline, you can already be over the threshold and be feeling this energy inside another cycle you're in. But if you're feeling this, Taurus, it's because there is something better out there for you. So it's very important you listen to your inner compass, your inner guidance, your intuition. Four of Cups, at the third eye energy. This is you having a whole new outlook on life and taking a new direction after a time of feeling very unfulfilled, very apathetic where you were. What do we have at the crown? What do we have at the crown? Too many cards. What do we have at the crown? What do we have at the crown? Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy at the crown. My crown position is the energy that the divine wants you to utilize to get through the narrative, okay? This is an energy of happiness. It's an energy of material wealth. There's a whole new path unfolding for you, Taurus, okay? There's a lot of financial gain attached to this new path you're entering into, because you have to keep in mind, Taurus, when you end out cycles like this, you're going to be naturally blessed by the universe because you're unsticking energy, otherwise known as yourself. You're doing something to better yourself and your life. This is evolution. And I don't care how insignificant you may feel in the universe, we're actually meant to feel that way. The Matrix makes us feel that way. However, you are much more significant than you can possibly ever begin to comprehend, Taurus. You are a part of evolution. So, when you move on from these cycles, the divine gives you your universal paycheck. Let's just put it that way. Even though we see that as blessings, and yes, they are blessings, the universe doesn't see it that way. They just see it as you getting what you have coming to you. They're like, well, this is just yours. It's, we're just giving you what's yours. You want to call it a blessing? Fine, but you deserve this. It's yours for a job well done. So keep that in mind, Taurus. When you're feeling low, when you're feeling like you're in a dark spot because of your environment, just know that you removing yourself, as difficult as that may be in some of your situations, just know there's always an Ace of Pentacles on the other side of that. You just have to get there. It's already waiting for you. What do we have at the foundation from the Occult Tarot, please? Wow. Ten of Cups, Pisces energy, Furfur. This is Ten of Cups in reverse energy. And this has everything to do with your family, Taurus. This can also be like a broken marriage, something like this. Ten of Cups is a horrendous energy. Ten of Cups in reverse is all related to stress and sorrow. You not being able to align with your higher self. It's just an energy of all your plans falling apart. But like I said, Taurus, this was happening behind the scenes without you even knowing it. It was an energy. It's like the demon of sabotage has been following you around in the individuals that were in your environment. A lot of you may be looking at people that have come into your life, and you're starting to recognize that a lot of them hold the same kind of energy. Quite possibly you found yourself in situations that are similar from person to person. This is the same demonic spirit body hopping through the individuals in your life as a means to keep you stuck inside these karmic cycles. Every single one of us is assigned these demons as soon as we enter the Earth's atmosphere. Lucifer assigns them to us to keep us stuck in the matrix so we don't recognize our divinity, step into our power, and fight back against the Luciferian agenda. Now, this is a very big idea, Taurus. There's many depths to what I'm saying here. I could really go on and on and on about it. But simply put, Taurus, it's an energy that you're recognizing in people around you that is not allowing you to be the best you can possibly be. And right now, Taurus, that's all that matters. What do we have at the sacral? Wow. Four of Cups, Shacks, Cancer energy. And this is going to be a Four of Cups in reverse energy. We have it up right here. So this is an energy here that was sabotaging you, right? Tripping you up. See how he's got his hand cocked back, right? And here you are. You're like, I don't know why. I just can't accomplish this, or this never happens for me, or there's just something not right. I just can't seem to step into my purpose. And this weird bird's like, that's okay, guy. Just stay here. You don't need to step into your purpose. That's so silly. Who does that anyway? That's so weird. This energy, in some capacities, I feel, influenced you to lack faith. Made you feel like you couldn't trust your intuition. Like it was all just psychobabble. It's an energy like this. I'm telling you right now, Taurus, anybody who comes into your life and makes fun of you for having faith or listening to your intuition or connecting with your spirit guides, your higher self, or God, the divine, is a demon sent straight from the pits of hell to derail you. So think about that, Taurus, and think about how these people are showing up in your lives. Do they hold that kind of energy? Do they try to tell you what to do? Do you always feel like you need to seek validation from these individuals? Chances are, if you feel that way, it's because they've made you feel that way. They're always very cynical in regards to you and where you want to go with your life. These are demonic energies, Taurus. Like I said, people don't have to support you if they don't understand what you're trying to do. That's perfectly fine. But to stop you is another whole ball game, Taurus. Those are enemies. Someone who truly loves you will never stop you from seeking what you believe to be your purpose in this lifetime. And in saying all that, Taurus, when you're trying to achieve greatness, I would go as far as saying that it's better to just go it alone. You don't need people's validation or support or help because it's something you have to do on your own. And it makes it much more special because when you do finally achieve it, people are completely blown away by you and your potential and your greatness. They start to see you in a whole new light. Some people may not understand what you're doing. You're working on things behind the scenes in the dark, and that's okay. You just come out and you're just like, ta-da, look what I made. And people are blown away. That's the energy, Taurus, that you want to encompass. Don't seek other people's validation. You will always be let down. And unfortunately, it will also slow you down. The only validation you need, Taurus, is the validation you get from the divine, your spirit guides, and God. And you get this validation through your intuitive guidance, which is the information highway between you and the divine. What do we have? The solar plexus? What do we have? The solar plexus? Wow. High Priestess, Dandelion. This is like High Priestess in reverse. This goes along perfectly with what I just said. High Priestess is all about a blocked intuition. See, when you try to seek outward validation from people around you for what you're trying to do, this is functioning from a space of having a blocked intuition. Because like I said, you only need validation through your intuition, which is the intuitive highway between the divine and your spirit guides and God. So there's a strong message here, Taurus, that you must only listen to your intuition. There's not a single man or woman on this planet that can tell you better than your own intuition, especially if you're of healthy mind, body, and spirit. These individuals know that. Their whole purpose was to block this inner guidance that you were receiving. They were told this. Block Taurus from receiving their inner guidance. We cannot allow them to step into their purpose. And this individual is like, yes, Master, I will do whatever I can to make sure that Taurus has a blocked intuition. It's an agreement they made with something that is not divine. Whether they know this or not, Taurus, they may have unconsciously made the decision to do this. Just by the way they live their life. When people live a life with this Luciferian patterning in their life, it automatically indoctrinates them into a certain belief system, behavioral patterns. So they think by treating you a specific way that it's okay, that they're doing you a favor. So Taurus, once again, you better be listening to your intuition and your intuition only. And like I said, Taurus, if you are of healthy mind, body, and spirit, there's no reason why you can't trust your intuition. So I know this message came up a few Taurus readings back. If you are suffering with any sort of dependencies, without getting into too much detail, start working on that now, okay? Because that's exactly where these individuals want you. Because when they have you in that position, then your intuition becomes very clouded. You don't know what you can trust and what you can't because it's affecting your self-confidence. So keep that in mind, Taurus. What's more important to you? Stepping into your life purpose or a dependency, however that shows up for you, that doesn't allow you to hear your clear inner guidance, thus forcing you to seek outward validation from the people around you who were assigned to you by Lucifer himself. What do we have at the heart from the Heaven and Hell Tarot, please? Balaam, Aries, Leo, Sag energy, Page of Wands, false promises from the Occult Tarot. This is a very misleading energy that was sent to create setbacks in your life. This energy right here wants you to live a life of pessimism. It's a very negative energy. There's always something wrong with something. It's a very, very cynical energy. Always picking at you, right? They think it's funny. This individual here wants you to lack direction in your life, Taurus. So they're going to do whatever they can to keep you stuck inside the karmic cycle. The cycle of narcissistic abuse. Building you up and tearing you down. Building you up and tearing you down. This is the energy you're being called to move into, if you haven't already. Hahasia, universal medicine. 9 of Wands, Sag energy. This is an energy of resilience, Taurus. It's an energy of you persisting forward despite any of the setbacks. And it's like this spirit guide is clearing the runway for takeoff. This is you keeping and maintaining boundaries with all of these individuals in your life. They can't go where you're going. What do we have at the throat, please? 2 of Pentacles, Poieo. God who supports the universe, fortune and fame, fulfills any request. This is you now moving into this new timeline, Taurus. And whenever I see this depiction, it's like that's you, right? Giving up offerings to your ancestors and spirit guides. Because you're starting to understand now that when you get inside this kind of energy, honoring the divine in whatever capacity works for you, allows you to keep a very strong, acute connection with your higher self, which allows for this intuitive guidance to flow in a very smooth manner, allowing you to navigate the matrix. This is an energy of you aligning with your higher guidance. You're starting to understand now that when you're in this kind of energy, anything is possible. This is you adapting to this new timeline, prioritizing this energy into your life as a means to navigate inside the matrix. What do we have at the third eye? The Star, Aquarius energy, Vesaria. God the just, clemency and equilibrium, protects against attacks in the courts. This is an energy now of hope, Taurus. It's also an energy of you being in the spotlight of your life. You are now the lead character. Whereas you're coming from these karmic cycles where you were made to feel like you were the supporting character. You were supporting other energies. It's like an energy that was vampirizing off of you. This is also the energy of miracles now taking place in your life. And you have to understand, Taurus, that miracles are an everyday occurrence when you step into alignment with your higher self. Okay? They're not a rarity. The Matrix wants us to think that because the Matrix does not want us to align with our higher self and step into alignment with our divinity. So they make it seem like these things are hard to achieve. They're not at all. It's harder to maintain these karmic cycles than it is to actually align with your higher self. Think about that, Taurus. It's harder to go the wrong way than it is to go the right way. See, they want us to go the wrong way because they make us feel like it's the shortcut to whatever it is we're trying to achieve. But then we realize that we're just spinning our wheels, that it's not a shortcut at all. And it's a different version of what it is we were trying to achieve anyway. It's like the upside down version. The right way, the way that's in alignment with your higher self and your path, is a longer journey because you're meant to gain all the wisdom of that journey. It's all a part of it. However, in saying all that, by the time you get to your destination, if you go the right way, the other individuals' lives who decided to take the shortcut, the wrong way, so to speak, are losing everything. Their lives are completely falling apart, and they're not anywhere near achieving their goals. They were served the bizarro version of what they thought abundance and happiness was, because they decided to sell something within inside of them for quick results. Really is just an energy of selling your soul, Taurus, is what it comes down to. What do we have at the crown? Judgment, Imamia. And then we have the Six of Wands that fell out too. So victory, Leo energy. Pluto, Scorpio energy. God hidden in darkness. Atonement of errors. Destroys the power of enemies and humiliates them. This is a perfect way to end this reading here, Taurus. This is an energy of you aligning with your purpose. Following your inner compass. The divine called, and you picked up, Taurus. This is you also laying out an example for all those who follow behind you. Your story in and of itself will be enough to touch other people to help them on their path. You know, Taurus, in closing, I just wanted to say that I've seen many people, let's say, sell their soul for similar things that I'm achieving in my life now and that I've sought out to achieve. And every single one of them, Taurus, are slowly having their lives dismantled, one piece at a time. See, the devil will let you get to the top of that mountain, but as soon as you get up there, there'll be an avalanche. And when they've slid back down to the bottom of the mountain in that avalanche, you will be driving your flag into the top of the highest peak possible. You decided to take the scenic route. That's the way to go, Taurus. It's always the way to go. There's no shortcut to greatness. The greatness is the journey. And Taurus, in saying all that, it's so interesting as I'm looking at this Five of Pentacles, right? There they are. Stranded, destitute. That's those energies right there, Taurus. Taurus, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like a personal reading. All that information can be found in the description below. And thank you for your donations, Taurus. Take care.